This is Tyler Perry Straw, the 2025 Netflix thriller that shocked the world, not with guns or gore, but with emotions. Janiyah Wiltkinson is a single mother who is barely surviving. She works two exhausting jobs, a salesperson in a store where she was to get her paycheck. Her 8-year-old daughter Aria is bright, kind, and hungry. Hungry for love, for food, and for a shot at something better. On this particular morning, Janiyah faces a crisis. Her rent is overdue, and her landlord gives her until 10 a.m. to pay or face eviction. Aria needs lunch money, a mere $40, but Janiyah only has coins. Her $40 paycheck from the diner hasn't been released. Janiyah swallows her pride and walks to work early to beg for the check. At work, her daughter's teacher called. She pleaded to leave and her boss gave her 30 minutes. On her way, trying to meet up time, her car was ran over by a police officer and she was booked. Her car was taken because her papers had expired. What a day. Getting to Aria's school, Aria was taken by the childcare, but she still needs to prove that she's capable of taking care of her baby. Her $40 check. Her boss, smug and exploitative, refuses to pay. He even fires her on the spot. Please, just give me my money. I have a child. Rent is due. As she pleads, two armed men storm the office, guns drawn. Her boss panics. The robbers demand cash, yelling. One grabs Janiyah. She fights back. In the struggle, she manages to wrestle the gun away and shoots one of the men. Her boss, instead of thanking her, yells, "You set this up. You were in on it." He picks up the phone, calls the police. She planned a robbery, Janiyah. Yeah, Janiyah. In raw fear, Janiyah shoots again. This time, her boss. She grabs the check and runs, bloody, trembling, and now branded a killer. It was past 10 a.m. She has been evicted. Her things, her daughter's things, were outside under the rain. Rushes to the bank, drenched in sweat and panic. She's holding the blood-stained check, desperate to cash it. But her wild demeanor, trembling hands, and the bulky bags she's clutching makes people suspicious. When she raises her voice in frustration, a guard hits the silent alarm. Bank lockdown. She's mistaken for an armed robber, or worse, a suicide bomber. Someone thinks she has a bomb in her bag. She doesn't. Just her daughter's empty lunchbox, Aria's drawings, a science work, and a bloody check. Within minutes, SWAT arrives. Negotiators call in. Janiyah, frightened, confused, and pleading for someone to listen, becomes the center of a citywide standoff. The news reports, breaking. Woman armed with bomb and weapon holds staff hostage at a midtown bank. But Janiyah never intended to hurt anyone. She releases several hostages to prove her intent, especially the ones who look like mothers, like her. Inside, she begs, "I just needed $40. My baby's hungry. I didn't come here to hurt anyone." Enter Detective Raymond Carter, a seasoned negotiator with a reputation for empathy. He studies Janiyah's voice on the radio, her fear, her story, and sees past the hysteria. Through the phone of the bank manager, Nicole, Raymond speaks with Janiyah. "Janiyah, tell me about your daughter. What's in the bag, Maya? Let's talk." For the first time, someone addresses her not as a suspect, but as a human being. Then the film delivers its most devastating twist. While trying to negotiate her surrender, Raymond shares heart-wrenching news. Aria collapsed at school. She didn't survive. Janiyah crumbles. The bag drops, the gun falls. The bomb never existed. Just a mother trying to make the best for her daughter. The footage spreads like wildfire. Body cam footage, hostage testimonies, and Janiyah's cries flood social media. What begins as a crime story becomes a movement. People rally under the hashtag #justice for Janiyah. Protesters flood downtown. She's not a terrorist, she's a mother. No one should die hungry. $40 should not cost a life. Janiyah is arrested but treated with unusual dignity, thanks in part to Detective Raymond, who testifies on her behalf during preliminary hearings. This story highlights the criminalization of poverty, the pressure single mothers face, how society fails the vulnerable, then blames them for breaking. He weaves emotional storytelling with political commentary, asking viewers, how many criminals are just people we refuse to help? The rich don't know how expensive poverty is. Janiyah's story is one of countless others, women torn between survival and morality. Her crime was being poor, being ignored, and finally being heard too late. This has been Just Wonder. If Janiyah Wiltkinson's story moved you, share this video. Let her truth be seen. Let it be known. Desura.